Hello! Welcome to The Healing Artist. I'm your host, Frida, and friends, this is a place where we gently explore spirituality, healing, and what does it mean to be human. Friends, I just got back from walking in the woods. One of my favorite places to go is Kennedy Grove, and oh my goodness, there is a tree there that I have been chatting with for about a year, and they are called Charles. And Charles has requested to do a podcast episode with you. I was talking to Charles maybe at this point a month or so ago, and I was bemoaning, oh, why can't I find any clients, blah, blah, blah. Why does my YouTube channel only have 150 subscribers? And Charles said that they would like to do an episode. They told me they would like to do a series of episodes that were on the shorter side. I have absolutely no idea what they're going to share, but I have an idea. It is about how you can connect to nature, how you can connect to trees for yourself, because this is something that's very important. And the trees, Charles, would like you to know that it is going to become important that people start to begin to understand that there is more than just what they consciously understand happening, that everything has consciousness of sorts. And when we begin to get quiet and when we begin to take our feet to nature, placing our feet on the land, sit still, turn off your devices. If you can manage it, leave it in the car, get quiet, tune in, and the trees will turn you on to a remembering of who you are. We have an earth star chakra below our feet down in the ground, right? So we have actually lots and lots and lots of chakras. I want to say hundreds, if not more. But we talk about the 7 main ones. And then I also talk a lot about the soul star chakra above our head and the earth star chakra below our feet. But in our earth star chakra below our feet, that is where we connect to the land as we are walking. So in all of the years that I've done walking meditation and work with the land in that way, that is why I walk slow. Because when I walk slow, I can create and foster connection with the land, and it feels me and I feel it. The faster we move on the earth, the harder it is to actually drop in, connect, and have a conversation back and forth. So I actually like to go slow on the land. And one of my former best friends who had some difficulty walking actually was one of the people that really helped me understand this, because I do go quickly. And she helped show me, I already had this connection with the earth, but she helped show me that when the two of us slowed down, when we walked slower, I actually realized how much deeper that connection can become. So thank you to her for that. It's probably one of the bigger ahas that I had in terms of land communication. So when we walk slowly, when we place our feet upon the soil with intention, we are able to make a connection in which the earth is able to feel us. We are able to feel the earth, and they are able to work with us in a way that's going to help filter, transmute, change energy within our bodies, and the earth is often willing to work with us in a way where it is here to help us. The things around us want us to succeed. They want us to uplevel our consciousness. They want us to care about the earth. They want us to tune in and turn on. They want us to get conscious of what is truly around us, for we are often distracted. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and just drop in and we're going to let Charles say what Charles wants to say. And I got to tell you, I'm super open to however this happens. I'm not sure if it's going to be like a direct channel or if it is going to be them showing me stuff and I'm going to tell you about it, or maybe a combination of both. We are about to find out together for the first time ever. Bah, 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 bah. Charles. I also asked Charles this morning, I was like, Charles, so are you speaking for the entirety of Kennedy Grove? Because trees talk to each other underground, they're all connected. And they said no, they will be speaking for themselves. All right, so here we go. Hello, listeners of The Healing Artist. This is Charles, and I would love to have a conversation with you today to tell you that nature is the technology of the future. In the future, the world will be split into separate categories. Some people will be in the technology of the air, the frequencies that zip through the air and connect you together through the computer and your devices. Then there will become a group of people that are connected to the technology of the land. And this is the technology that Frida is connected to and what we would like to speak with you about today. Now, we are not saying that it will be completely split down the center so that there are two completely different realities. That is not what we are saying. But we are saying that there is usually a draw or pull towards one or the other. Neither or right or wrong. But there are a group of people that will be returning to the land in a way in which you would say the indigenous returned to the land before. This is the way of the future for Frida and for the community of people that she is cultivating. This is who will come into her world and the group that she will join in the future. So we share upon the behalf of those returning to the land. At first, the people will return to the land by going to their gardens. This is something that you saw during the pandemic. You saw people put their hands in the earth. You saw them put their hands in the earth for the first time in a long time. Perhaps the first time in their generation. This return to the land, this return and turn away from factory farming because the people grew their food for the pleasure of growing their food, and the desire to do so came from the ability to not go to the store as much as they would have in the past. There may be situations on the horizon in which it would be advantageous for you to learn to grow your own food. We do not say this in an attempt to scare you. We say this in an attempt to, this is the way of the return to the land, for it will be featured as a necessity. So those who go of their own free will ahead of time and begin to learn and begin to wake up and begin to understand the soil, to place their fingers in the soil and work it with a care that comes to them that is fulfilling a need inside of them to begin to open up and remember. A remembrance will open up when their hands are in the soil, when they work the land. Humans on Earth have the ability to connect to the trees, to the plants, to the flowers, to the sun, to the air, to the water. And the consciousness, as it rises and more people are waking up to the fact that everything has a consciousness. They are waking up to the fact that the birds in the trees that are singing so sweetly are there and transmitting a frequency into the air for which they can benefit. If they slow down and quiet, tap in, tune out. Oh my gosh, you guys, forgive me. Our meter had to get read and I had to move my car. I was like, what's going on? It's like, knock, knock, knock. All right, give me a moment. I cannot remember at all what Charles was up to. It was something good. Okay, I'm going to drop back in. What we would like to say is about the noticing. You need to stop worrying around the technology that you're holding in your hands, even when you're walking in the woods. When you're walking in the woods, we watch the people listen to their phones, listen to their shows, their programming while they're walking, to be well involved in conversation with their hiking companions, and they are not paying attention to their surroundings. It is time for you to pay attention to the land under your feet. It is time to pay attention to the air as it rushes around your face while you're walking, to pay attention and notice the sun. When you pay attention to your surroundings, the flowers will call out to you. Hello, hello, we are here. Welcome, welcome to our space. We would like to offer you a way to enter your land and have a conversation with it. So when you arrive to the land that you wish to walk, we would ask for you to make an announcement. Arrive and announce yourself. Hello, welcome. My name is. You will share your name with the land. My name is Frida Miletsky, and I am the daughter of Alfred Miletsky and Susan Miletsky, say the mother's maiden name. You will announce your lineage to the land. You will announce your intention for your hike. Hello, welcome. My name is Frida Miletsky. My father is Alfred Miletsky. My mother is Susan Miletsky and her maiden name. And now we are here to transmute the energy of everything that is going on in our life at this time. We are experiencing hardship around the following, and we would like to bring that as an offering to you to ask for you to help to transmute this energy into love. Will you help us move through these feelings? Will you help us transmute this energy? You may bring an offering if you like. You may drop some water at the feet of a particular bush, tree, flower. You may drop some water offering at a tree, a place where you feel called to make the offering. You may leave an offering of tobacco smoke or tobacco leaf. You may leave an offering of sustenance of some kind for the critters of the land. If you wished to leave a organic offering like an apple or some roots from your garden or some leaves, you may. But honestly, we do not require a massive thought process behind this. We are just saying what would be preferred, and we would tell you that we like an offering. We like an offering. We like to know who you are. For if we know who you are, then we will tell you who we are. We will tell you our secrets of the land when we learn to trust you, when we learn to understand you, and when we learn to see you making an offering and showing up in a way where you are showing yourself to us fully. When you just listen to your devices, when you are walking in the woods and simultaneously watching a screen, this is not the way. It is a way for exercise, but you may as well be in a gym. When you think that you are getting something out of the experience, you are. But guess what? It can be 1,000,000 times deeper if you open your heart to the land. So we offer, open your heart to the land, make your offering, speak your name, tell the soil what you desire to work through, and bring your feet in your slow steps. Do not give yourself a clocked time. Do not tell yourself you're there for weight loss. Come and tell yourself you're there to meet us, to meet the trees, to meet the lands, to meet the flowers, to meet the insects. When you open yourself up to the experience fully, the experience will meet you and transform you in ways that you cannot imagine. When you see us and when you honor us, we will reward you in ways that you do not even understand. Now, Frida comes to us dithering about rewards all of the time. She is so funny. She is so funny. And we say to her, we clean your system constantly. Oh, we clean your system to our detriment. We clean your system. We work with you so fully, girl, we have your back. We love you, and we know that you love us because you tell us, and your heart is so open. This is what we would like to share in this episode, but we would like to do more episodes because the people need to know the wisdom of the trees. The people need to know that we have answers. and the people need to know how to access the answers. But step number one is getting quiet and saying your name. Tell us who you are, and we will tell you in time who we are. And this is what we have for you today. Friends, how fun! Charles. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry for that interruption. Our waterman comes and knocks on our door maybe like, I don't know, once every couple months. They come to read the meter and my car is parked on top of it. All right, so Charles. That was Charles. Charles would like to have a conversation. It was really interesting, the experience of just channeling with Charles. They're very zen. They're very wise. And they're funny. They are, but the funny that they are is like, they want to tell the people what's up. They're not snarky, but they're kind of funny. They think that we're funny. They're just sort of like, these people have no idea what kind of access they have to nature and how much we can help you. It's like they're walking around and they can't see what's right in front of their face because they're not looking, because they're not listening. And they think it's funny. They like me a lot because I listen, because I talk to them, but they think I'm funny because I have all of these human problems and I tell them my silly human problems and they think they're very silly. Like the idea of the mortgage and the idea of some erosion that's happening around our house, and I talk about it. And like they think it's so funny, this notion that humans think that they can own land. And I understand completely what they're saying and the quality of it. And I don't know. I'm sort of like, yes, but we live in this reality. What do we do about this? The sensation of bringing Charles through is very calming, wise. But there's like an element of it that's a tiny little bit of an eye roll. Like, come on, no duh. We're right here, no duh. The wind is right here, no duh. The water is here to talk to you, no duh. Like, wake up. Why are you so asleep? Wake up, wake up. Everything is here. We're ready to talk. Are you willing to listen? I think that's it. We're ready to talk. Are you willing to listen? Nature loves you. Nature wants to work with you. You might be surprised. You might be one of these nature people and you don't even know it. I mean, I grew up in the city, and the first time I even went camping, my husband took me camping out here in California, in the early aughts, and that was my first time that I spent a lot of time in nature outside of like summer camp in the summer. So yeah, you might be a city person and nature wants to have a convo. If you feel it inside of you, if you're drawn to this, if you're called to it, yeah, investigate. Go put your feet on the land. Take your shoes off. Friends, don't be a stranger. You can find me on my website, freetohealing.com. I offer morning meditation, light work, grounding, channeling classes. That's my program, Return to Self-Love. It will teach you how to have a spiritual practice. We meet Tuesday mornings from 6 to 7 a.m. Pacific time, bright and early. You get the recording after class broken out in different ways so that you can learn how to do this meditation process for yourself. And it's a wonderful community, and I would love to see you in it. You can find out more on my website, freetohealing.com. Also, you can join my mailing list and find out what kind of classes I got going on and all that kind of good stuff. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all the things. When I get 500 subscribers on YouTube, I'm going to take my morning meditations live. I'm going to come on in the mornings and meditate with you. But I need 500 subscribers to do that. So if you aren't subscribed yet on YouTube, even if you're listening on one of the podcast catchers, go subscribe to my YouTube channel and help me get to that place where I can go live in the mornings. I want to be here as a conduit of light to help up-level the consciousness of humanity. I want to help nature have a voice, and I want to help you connect to nature so that you can hear nature for yourself, because it is for everyone. This is not special. This is for all. It's for all of us. And I want to help make those connections for others. So give me a like, follow, all the things. And friends, I love you. God, universe, source loves you. And I hope that you have a wonderful day.